What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily horoscope for Wednesday, December 9th, 2020. Brian here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I am so grateful today because, well, I made it over 1,000 subs on this channel, and that was a huge accomplishment for me and a huge milestone. And I know it's kind of small time for YouTube, but when I started this channel on April 14th, it was Aries season. Aries season was finishing up, and I was like, by the next astrological year, when Aries comes back around, one of my goals was to hopefully have built this channel up to, 1,000 subscribers. That was just like, I've never done it before, didn't really know what to expect, but that was, one of the goals. And to do it, even before Capricorn season and before the 3/4 square, if you will, it was just super cool. And I want to thank you guys all so much for just being a part of this and watching and taking in the content, and especially the people that comment daily and give their gratitude. I have so much gratitude and love for you all, and it means so much. It's a small thing, but it's a little thing, and it's sometimes those little things are they mean the most, right? So this channel's kind of like my little baby, and the ones of you that have been following me for a while now, I've gone through some changes here. Changed the set around, got new cameras, microphones. I put a lot of time and energy and effort into putting this content out there, and I got a new intro now that you guys have probably noticed, and so I'm always trying to evolve the channel and make it grow and bring something, to the table. So I appreciate you all for being here so much. And I just, from the bottom of my heart, want to say thank you. And let's jump into the horoscope for today. So it's a pretty positive day. We're going to have that sun at 18 degrees. Mars is going to move to 19 degrees of Aries. So it's, Thursday's the exact trine between the sun in Sagittarius and Mars in Aries. And Mars is making, it's at 19 degrees, sextiling that north node in Gemini. So this is a day right here that there's this major buildup of what you need to act on your beliefs, on the hopes of something that you can expand and open up in your life. And it's about taking that action. We talked about Mercury being at the second decan of Sag yesterday, and how that is a Mars-ruled decan. So there's a lot of Mars-ruled energy, and we have the moon in Libra having us maybe weigh some things out, but we have to know what we want and juggle the things that we do want in life and drop the things that we don't. Put our emotions into something that's going to bring us passion, something that's going to bring us excitement, with this fire trine. We got to bring that to our life, and we got to make it happen. And, do the things within yourself that you intuitively know, especially with Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a very intuitive sign. It is that natural law, that intuition, and that just higher philosophy of things. So we got to trust that's coming in and move towards the freedom that we can have from it, to move towards what we truly desire, and to do what's right within our environment with that north node in Gemini, which, the sun's going to be on the south node tomorrow. So we got that sun-south node conjunction. We can feel really comfortable in a place that we're acting from a place within us, inside of our soul, inside of our heart, that makes us feel free. I would say that opens us up to, what's possible, having our mind open up. And that moon, right, because Mercury and the moon are in that sextile. So it's like that Mercury and Sag is having to figure out a lot of things and then act on it. And I think that we can want to weigh things out internally, but really it's the emotional action as well as the physical action to find some sort of harmony. And that harmony is in what you go after right now. You don't want to just get lost in thinking that everything's going to play out for you. It's about taking in that information and making it happen. And that Venus here is at 22 degrees today in Scorpio. So it's a degree away from sextiling Pluto. So there's some positive stuff about like really penetrating the surface of our desires, really penetrating the surface of what we need to feel good and what we want to hold on to, and to embody that power and to bring it out and to make sure that we're acting on those things to go towards the long term, right? With all this Capricorn energy and Saturn at 29 degrees, like we have to have some sort of structure for where we want to go. And it's been a long trip in Capricorn here, so we're like up to the top of the mountain, but now we got to kind of take action to figure out how we're going to get down. So we don't want to just fall down. We need to do something that feels aligned. It's something that feels different. I think we're shaking things up as we come into Aquarius here. So there's this different vibe that's really approaching that we can feel. And you got to act on it. Act on what feels right, even if it's different. I think that there's a lot of that. And what's the ultimate stimulation in your environment? What's going to bring you the energy that keeps you on your toes, but in a good way, because you know that you're on your toes, but you can use this energy to really make things happen within your mind and your body. And, what are you juggling? Juggle the right things. Juggle the things that matter to you. And only you know that. So don't get lost on juggling stuff that other people want you to with this moon in Libra. It's like good to help people, of course, but we got to make sure that we're acting on our own emotional desires, our own soul desires. And there is some of that. And then this moon's also going to sextile the sun by the end of the night when it comes to 18 degrees of Libra. And it's going to get really close to opposing Mars. We're not going to feel that today all the way, but we will feel a part of it. So there's this tug of war between like, do we really want to act on our desires? Or do we want to just kind of weigh things out inside of ourselves or give too much to something that isn't going to bring us the happiness and the investment of life that we truly desire? That's going to, take us to the peak of Capricorn, which we're almost there, and then down the other side the proper way to where we want to go long term. So we're trying to figure a lot out right now. And we also have Mars getting really close to the Pluto square for the third and final time, while Mars is in Aries. So this is a big deal. This that's kind of got like injection vibes written on it. It looks like that transit's going to happen right about the time that gets released to everybody. So it's an interesting aspect to think about. Are you going to give your power to the government, to Capricorn, to the society, to the control? I don't know. It's interesting with these transits with a Mars square Pluto. So instead, I think it's more about taking your independence and your freedom back and doing what feels aligned with you. And if that feels aligned with you, that's fine. You can act on that and do it from a place that you feel like you're doing the right thing. But consider your freedom, I would say, first and foremost. What else do we got? That's about it. So I really appreciate you guys. Like I said, it's a big deal. I kind of want to do a live, but I'm super busy this week. I got readings tomorrow with clients, and then I got to pack, and I'm going on a little vacation Thursday, so I'm still going to get horoscopes out, but they might be on the road, going to Colorado. And then I don't know if I'm going to get the weekly horoscopes out. I don't know if I'll have time, and I don't really want to do them on vacation. I apologize. But maybe that following Tuesday, if I can, I'll do it, but I don't know. I'm kind of busy with family stuff next week too, so I apologize for that. But again, I'm so grateful for you guys, and I think maybe that's part of the message. Is just what do we have to be grateful for in our life? And maybe today's a good day with so many sextiles to look at the little things in life that you've achieved and that you've done and pat yourself on the back, because we've all hit little achievements in our life. And maybe this happened today for a reason, so that I could bring that message to you. Above all is that like you've reached a pinnacle of it could be a multitude of different things in your life with this Pluto, Jupiter, and Saturn, and Pluto, or Saturn and Jupiter at the last tail end degrees here of Capricorn. Like, we've had to climb a mountain at some point this year, and we're finally to the peak here, and it's like we can't give up. We got to encourage ourselves. We got to find the empowerment. We got to get to the bottom of what we really want and what's going to make us feel great. And we don't need to weigh out too many things when it comes to other people. We need to really focus on the power that we can have within, focus on the people that empower us, and focus on our own empowerment. And pat yourself on the back if you feel empowered in these times, because that's part of the show. That's part of why we're here, is to take our power back right now. So don't forget to pat yourself on the back, and I thank you so much. Let's see what the card is. The Four of Cups, upright. Yeah, I would say that, like, God is handing us a gift. Every single one of us who's going to be receptive of it. But we have a choice. We can weigh out a bunch of other things that we don't desire and have these empty cups sitting in front of us. Or we can take that beautiful gift that we've been working for, that God's showing in a holy grail. Like, there's a holy grail moment with Jupiter out of shadow here in Capricorn. Like, it might not be all the gifts with a falled out Jupiter, but there's gifts, and they're the ones that are going to be really aligned with your journey. And it's time to reach out and take that, and to not weigh out things that you don't even like, that don't even give you the fullness in your emotion, that don't even bring out the wholeness within you. So go after it today, guys. I love you all very much. I will catch you tomorrow. Peace.